Good
morning, Amber. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Good. Good to see you. What brings seeing you here today?
Well, unfortunately, my husband thinks I need to come to counseling because I have a problem with shopping. I've become a shopaholic.
If I can hear you correctly, you said you're having issues or difficulties with controlling the way you shop, and you're scared it might affect your relationship with your husband?
Yes, it currently is affecting our relationship. He's enraged. He's really upset. He's not speaking to me right now because I've spent a lot of money that we don't have, and the credit card bills are piling up, and I just continue to shop, and it seems like I don't care, but that's not true.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that shopping makes me happy and it relieves my stress, but he's not understanding that.
Well, I appreciate you coming in, to share your issues or difficulties you're having with shopping with me. And I know it bothers you that it's affecting your marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not extraordinary. Coming here to seek for help is really a push for you to change, and I appreciate that. And how long, if I may ask you, have you been shopping excessively?
For the past 6 months, I've been shopping excessively. I go to the mall, I shop online, garage sales, anything that I could buy anything, I just shop. And I buy all types of things, whether it's to clothes, shoes, housing items, things for birthdays, and gifts for other people. It's just, I just buy, I just keep buying.
You like to shop?
I love to shop.
Regardless of what you like or
what's the occasion, it's just I want to spend money.
So when you say you shop a lot, like how much do you spend in a week, for instance?
It depends. Some weeks it could be anywhere from $200 to $1,000. Yeah. And my husband and I, we both have good paying jobs, so I honestly don't see what the problem is. I just feel like he wants to control me because he makes a little bit more than I do, and he thinks that, I should be more so focused on work and tending to our kids instead of always shopping. Every time he calls me, I'm shopping. Now I'm to the point where I won't pick up his phone calls because I'm shopping, because he doesn't want me to.
So what, excuse me, why do you think he's controlling that part, like?
Because it's the money. I feel like he feels like there's other things that we could be putting our money towards besides having all the material things. And I understand where he's coming from sometimes, but who doesn't want to have nice things? You work hard, you should buy yourself nice things.
I understand you, Amber, like you think, you feel like you work hard and you deserve to, look good or compensate yourself somehow for the, hard job or the job you're doing.
Exactly.
For instance, being a wife, a mother, and you still work. You have to. But don't you think there are other ways you can do that in order not to affect your finances or your marriage?
I think I can cut back a little bit.
Good.
But I'm not for sure how much my husband wants me to cut back, because I think he wants me to cut back completely. I think he wants to take everything away from me, and I'm not okay with that. If that happens, I'm going to be upset and angry.
Well, I wouldn't advise you to, cut down on everything completely or entirely. I wanted us to develop like a plan, behavioral self-control procedures. It's going to be one step at a time. I don't want you to jump into it. Or for instance, if you have like 3 credit cards, I would want you to get rid of 2, then have 1. Then by so doing, you can really control that compulsion. But the idea of cutting off everything, like you said, your husband suggested, is not really advisable. And I know there's no way you could just jumpstart from,
No, I can't go cold turkey.
So for now, do you think of anything you can do, like to avoid shopping excessively?
Well, I think another thing that would help if I was to cancel some of the places I shop,
Mm-hmm.
just pick one place to shop versus doing online stores and just places when I'm out. I think it would be helpful if I could just, have one place I shop versus,
Shopping everywhere.
yeah. And also, I think it would help if I, like you said, just to have one credit card instead of maxing out my credit cards.
Mhm.
And I think it would be good if I was to come up with
Mhm.
a reasonable budget.
Right.
That's something me and my husband don't have to talk about.
So you've never thought about budgeting, like how to?
No, we make a lot of money, so why
So
budget?
because you make a lot of money, you can spend it. I totally understand you. So you said you shop for everyone. Like, for instance, what exactly do you shop? Like, I wanted to see like the amount of money you spend will go from the amount down. So what exactly do you shop like for people or for yourself?
I shop for my kids when it's their birthdays, and when it comes to them, they get anything and everything. They're spoiled rotten.
Okay, so you said you shop for people, for instance, your kids, like birthday or anniversaries or
just
holidays.
if I see something I like, I buy it.
I'll encourage you to, if it is in you to, give out. I wouldn't want you to stop, but there are so many ways to do that. We mustn't like spend out of our budget in order to please people, and you have to make up a budget, and probably your husband too. Like every month or before you get your paycheck, you write down like certain amount you have to spend within that time frame or within the month, so you don't go outside your budget, and that could equally help you.
Okay, that sounds feasible. Seems like I can make it happen.
Okay, so do you want us to set up another appointment to
Sure.
start up and see what you can do?
Yeah, and I'll go home and talk with my husband, and
Yes.
we'll think of an amount that's reasonable for the whole month instead of weekly shopping.
Yeah, so you have a plan, a set goal that I can't go out of this, Then
Okay.
we can write down the things you do, like, oh, I like to shop about this. What are the impact it might have in my family or my relationship with my husband? I guess you love your husband, you wouldn't want to end
Yeah, I do love him
Sure,
at the end
I
of the
can
day.
see that. So you go home and write like the things that will make the relationship stay other than spending excessively.
Okay.
So when next you come and we can go from there. So I don't know what works for you, like in terms of your work schedule. Would you be willing to
Next
meet
week, anytime.
next week?
Mm-hmm.
Morning, afternoon, it doesn't matter.
Mornings works better for me.
So what about like 10
Okay.
a.m.?
Yeah, that
Okay,
works.
that sounds good. So we'll go over whatever you've written down and go from there.
Okay,
My
well,
pleasure meeting you, Miss Amber.
nice meeting you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.